Well, hello again. I apologise for the lack of audio, and if you enjoyed the lack of audio, you're welcome. Basically what happened is my daughter came upstairs to play some Lego, some freebie Halloween Lego that we got from the Lego shop 2 weeks ago, because obviously at this point Halloween is tomorrow. I've had a few sessions today because we've had a relatively easy and peaceful, relaxing day. So I'm actually building up quite a backlog of videos that I won't release in such quick succession. And so anyway, after she built Lego, she obviously would be making rustling noises and stuff like that. But she also came and she actually played some SimCity, because she'd been hearing me talk about it for all of her life. So there we go. So I had planned in the last video to do that rather complex junction. Unfortunately, as I said in that video, I got sidetracked and started doing weird and funky things over here, but I'm quite glad I did, because it seems to have worked out quite nicely. As I said on the last video, apart from this, I'm not overly happy with that, but beggars can't be choosers. So this session, which is a very relaxing and peaceful session as always, I intend to finish off this junction, which actually I think is looking okay, very okay in fact. And I might bring a bit more rail to the party over here. I've got to see, if you look at the region view, we have a huge area where there is absolutely no rail. We probably need some sort of rail along here. Left to right. I mean, we've got this area here which seems to be quite well endowed for rail. We can do something here and maybe something along here as well. This is going to be the main residential area, so the commercial area over here, other than some strips of all the industry, is going to be over this way, which is why we were removing all the things there. This might be the area where the airport goes, and if I can work that out, something small enough, I might try that off camera and then fix the consequences at another time. Depending on how things go, I might try that now, but for now I'm going to move on to this rail line here, he says, as he goes straight away looking for the to join up the avenue here. I'll just quickly do this, or try to do it. I tried to do this bit over here, but it turned out to be better off with a road. I was gonna try and get under, but there's just too much going on. So my hope here, this is probably something I should should get to before I drag this rail across, in all honesty. Or at least work within the confines of the restrictions I've put myself under. Probably going to destroy. No, that's not good, I can tell that, but we can try and see what we can make. We have a problem here insofar as can't have two bridges next to each other. So I think a cheat is sadly in order. A man-made bit of land reclamation. That will also come in quite handy for things like subways and water pipes. And I'll dress it up a little bit later. We'll also do a bit of land reclamation here. So that we can put a bridge and an underpass in. Wasn't pixel perfect with my clicking there because it started to go down. I don't normally like doing these bridges, although I have them in the past. It was the only way to solve certain problems. No, anyone asking, I haven't watched The Search for Spock recently. But I seem to be quoting it a lot. And I'm not unhappy about it. I do like the film. Okay, a bit more land reclamation. Might as well start over here. Yeah, it's kind of inevitable. I was hoping not to destroy. Oh, I did not want the land bridge. Well, that still should be good for water pipes, so it's a win-win. Right, so let's try that again. Actually, I'll have to put those two back in, but that's okay. So I've been very lucky to have an incredibly relaxed weekend. Not a surprising amount done here. I'm still suffering. I don't really want to put that on again, so I'm gonna just because of this. Go for the smallest brush possible. Whilst not having a land bridge, please no land bridge. I'm going for the half cheat rather than the full on. Full on cheatery. I think this will probably help. Let's see. There we go. I want to do a plain avenue bridge. There we go. Let's worthy of a save. I'll scout ahead and see what I can do in a moment. With these two railway lines. But for now, I'm just going to sort out this avenue. See what I can achieve. While we have a save there, so I think I can maybe make that join up with the avenue roundabout. I'll call that the UFO roundabout. Let's touch and go. I have a feeling it will either. It's a no-go. It's a no-go, and if I touch that, that's going to destroy. I'm going to have to lose one of these roundabouts. I was hoping not to lose that one. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. Let's get this overpass back. I mean, I could. It is possible to cheat. I could probably make the overpass come here, but that'd be so much unusable area. It's just not doable. That's not going to happen there. So avenue roundabouts is my only traditional option. I say traditional in so much as that's usually what I use. So I have to make do with one-way roads. Get as close to the roundabout as possible. I still feel that I need that one tile. I'm happy to be proved wrong. I have a problem that I already have this here, so I can't cheat and use the sides of the roundabout. And naturally I also still want curves because I want to have my cake and eat it. Try cleaning this up. That's going to look proper weird. Unless I draw some water on there. I might even have to change my water mod to find the colour that matches the drawing. Well, at this point an overpass would leave us a little exposed. Give us a bit more room to play with. Quite happy with that. But the paintwork suggested to me that there was a incy wincy problem. That's doable. I can see that being quite pretty with flowers. Something else. By not having the underpass, we've solved the problem there. Now I was hoping to get this down. I think doing this the natural way would be preferable. I say the natural way because, you know, clicking a button and making a mountain in a few seconds is not really natural, but quite ripe for an overhanging station there, or two. Right, so I'm not unhappy with that. I think what we need here is some sort of rail terminus. Because they do have a lack of rail, and then maybe this one can skirt along here and join, or maybe even just terminus, just a pure commuter route. We're quite badly destroying the environment here, aren't we? Just zooming in. We'll have to level up. and we will have to do it slowly. Slowly but surely. So this is going to be pretty nasty. And that's why we don't use roads to do a railway job. But not without my pedal. We're never going to get this to go round. As nice as this looks. It's too close to there. So that would be a good option. That's something you want something coming out. That little lagoon is going to have to go. Do we really need 2 tracks? I think we probably might. One of these could be a more direct route to the other side, really. Have one curving away. I've got a feeling that pedals might not be our friend. I mean, that's a bit too bumpy. That is asking for trouble. We could take it down to level 1. That's what I'll try doing now. I'm not going to hit any saves. can tidy that up another time. Had that the wrong way around anyway. That's not too shabby. What we'll do here is we'll just keep this going across and then take it down 7.5 meters. And then call that level. First we've got to get it level. Okay, we don't mind too much about that. I can use the digger piece here, as it's fairly close to us in the menu. We're back to the normal level now, so we can level this out mostly. Might be another good place for a station actually. Actually, we'll do a bit more. I was originally thinking of putting at least one set of curves here. This gives us a little bit too much. Right. Pedmal might have been a bit too much there, but sometimes you just have to keep going and the right way will come. Not too happy with that, so oops. Start it from here. It has a tendency to want to move the ground. And I really think it shouldn't, because let's do a let's get it right here again and pedmal it. And I know it wants a certain amount of give or take, but sometimes it raises it too much at one side when you're trying to lower it. It can be quite irritating. I've battled with slope mods for a considerable amount of time. Sometimes even resorting to going to a halfway height and forcing it. That's functional. I think of all the options, I'm more happy with that. So let's tidy up here a little bit and drop a save. Yep, that's what I wanted. Thank you. I apologise for the sarcasm. Especially as it was self-inflicted, but I quite like that little ridge actually. It looked good with some trees on it. Had to do that, didn't it? I was just figuring we're getting having you in there, in this area, but no. I think we're just going to have to take that. I think we're just going to have to take it. So how much wiggle room do we have here? Okay. Now do we want to curve it through here? There's this, oh god. I think it's time for a save. Curve around that little lagoon. Would probably be nice. Station probably isn't really appropriate here because there's not much to need to get to there, and the gradient's too tight. Here would be a good place, but these I do need to make a marker for myself though, how much wiggle room I have. I don't want a sharp turn. But I do want it to curve up. Now this is very much asking for trouble. Unless I can move this avenue. Aren't you lucky I did all that avenue planning offline? Should allow me to get a nicer angle in. I think we need a little bit more on the other side here. I do like these little lagoons. I want to keep as many of them as possible. Although you wouldn't have thought so. I think it might even be too narrow for a bridge. So there you go. a little less land reclamation. What I take, I give back eventually. Now, no, I'm not really a fan of those American style bridges, and that's no good. Stone arch, iron girder, isn't it? It's too fancy for middle of nowhere, really. That fits the landscape a little bit better. Curve here does not. But then I don't have to keep this here. I have to keep this here because I have that. It's what I know as Olympic look-alike roundabouts. I think too much here. I'm going to lose the. I want to leave a gap there. I have roads coming out. I have to do a bit of that good old land reclamation. Even better, some full-on land reclamation. Wasn't really my intention, it just seems to have worked out like that. I know I've really done some damage. It might just have been for a good cause, I don't know. It looks a bit natural. Some very heavy duty beavers have been at work. And they've built a monument to some sort of beaver god. I had anticipated that this would be further along. This is going to cause me a problem. Oh, this very scenic railway is going to stay. This will not be a roundabout. And I'm pressing the caps lock button like a fool, wondering why nothing's happening. As it's one of a few road crossings underneath, it should be a avenue. Good place for a station. Well, that's just this situation is begging for a demolition because there's two weird Aztec roundabouts. It's going to get very confusing. How are we doing for money? Wow. Didn't expect that to go so smoothly. I guess it all depends on how nice the roundabouts want to play. I'm not super happy with that. I'm not unhappy with that. I mean, we do need some road access here. I apologise for getting stuck down an avenue rabbit hole. I had tried to keep this off camera. Well, as it's all part of the project, I'm not going to be too upset about it. Oh, ever so slightly. I'm going to be really delicate here. I might even try and take some away. It would look really good if I could get this down. We'll try some landscaping in a minute. I'm going to try and be as delicate as possible here. It's helpful to get a different view, I think. Should we see how lucky we can get? Hope I've got the view. being a little bit too... a little bit too out. That's not terribly bad. It certainly looks more natural than... Yep. It certainly looks more natural than painting. Right, it's starting to annoy me. I just want this one to go. Ah, just done that. Do you know, sometimes you just gotta take it. That'll look great with trees. That will look great with trees. Oh, there's a new one. It's the Elephant and Castle intersection. Oh, that worked actually, if I get it lucky. I've got to stop clicking around like a madman. Wow. The Specsavers interchange. That will mean nothing to anyone who doesn't live in Britain, or perhaps Europe. Let's see if that's functional. My god. Actually, it's going to be the Minion interchange. The Minion interchange. It's a shame without the patch. It's got some nice grass around, gardens around this one here and the other one. There's that one waiting to be a roundabout. I think because that one can't be a roundabout, we'll leave it as it is. Okay, right. This one here can go as far as here. There is sufficient railway coverage further up, and with the turn lanes, these ones can be level crossings. Eventually. I didn't want everything so matrix shaped. I usually had rail a lot more diagonal and a lot more natural. It just seems to be the way that it's come out here. Let's see what we've got. I'm feeling map 32B. Oh, map B325, sorry. So that big, the big go away. Amsterdam station. Small terminal. Yeah. I've always wondered how the parking works. I think we can get away with some industrial filler or something like that here. People are going to be coming this way. You probably want an exit ramp. We'll leave that for now. That's quite nice. Do we want another station along the way? This can be a highly desirable residential area, or at least hopefully it will be. I think they could probably do with the station. I'll do a lot of the fancy decorations and that be a video of railway stations. Right now I just want to level this up, because as soon as I put the station there it's gonna be a bit rubbish. Have I gone past them? I've probably gone past it. There we go. We'll go there, leave them some room at the level crossing. Alright, now that's save worthy. We'll plan what we do with the other line now. So this is purely commuter rail. If it's going to do that thing where it does a mouse click when the save finishes, I'm going to end up placing a station for Nout. Hey! Okay, I'm not unhappy with that. We don't really have any scope for a station there. And there's too close, so there'll be other transportation options. Tram terminus. We could probably take the tram over to here, look. We've got no bridges, but... I'll take it to underground. You could do that, but that would just be too much cheating for me at this point. Let's get the traffic problems before I start seriously cheating. So we've got some stations here. I think we terminate it here somewhere. Right at the end. There's sufficient trains there, but there'll be buses and everything else. Let's just planning ahead. I wonder if Tram Avenue can go underneath high speed rail. And tell you what, we could knock out that high speed rail station just by having a branch of that coming here. Just having a good old think at the moment, bear with. High-speed rail junctions. I'm not a fan. This is probably already using my cheat to get round. I could take a train line. Just do that with it. This is quite a way for people here to go. And admittedly they could go this way. They might like a more direct route. Otherwise they're having to go all the way up here, down here, and over here again. That minion is really freaking me out at the moment. He did something here. I mean, it would. Let's share the terminus here. Need this. If that was there. Okay. I don't know how much time I've got. I was just hoping to get the junction finished, when by extension the junction is the two spurs. The only reason that came down was because of this spur. Because I figured they needed some sort of high-speed access. Yeah, to be fair, this line needed some sort of high-speed access. I have to go find my map. I think I might have even deleted my plan actually. I can probably do something better now. I'm all for doing something better. I'll keep the reflection pool there, I'll just do some de-zoning. There we go. Remember, I do have a relatively recent save. It being, I knew I should have deleted that, but I just didn't, because I thought, oh, I don't need to. If I delete it, it will only be for nothing. I mean, that has to be low for the subways now, but that looks a bit better. It also means I can get the thing in there now, I think. These pool stations never really stood a chance, did they? Really? Oh well, never mind. Luckily I haven't done any zoning here. I mean, I might do some specific zoning, but lots and lots of residential zoning and that sort of thing I probably wouldn't touch with a barge pole on camera. But when I think there's some sort of legitimate interest in it, as in, for example, some of the parks and stuff that I plan on doing. So there will be a station there. But we've got now to separate this out. Let's keep this going here for as long as it will go, which is all the way here, which is nice. And we said we're terminating it here, aren't we? So this is a scene for a railway junction, and of course the terrain is not optimal. Good location for another station, I suppose, along here. Thin sliver of a station. I'm feeling somewhere alpine near a lake. Absolute underpass. Tell you what, get the tram up here. Should we do it? I don't know how the tram is going to live with the these. I understand how people find it overwhelming. I mean, I've been using it for a while, and the name I mean, and if you're afraid of change like I can be, or you just think, oh, that's, in my experience once years ago, something wasn't possible, so you're either eventually relieved to hear that it is, or you just assume that it's not possible, and eventually get lucky. I mean, it is possible to do an underpass with a tram. It's this part here that I'm slightly concerned about, the tram and avenue, what you can do with it and what you can't. I suppose you could put a overpass here, but I'm having the rail go here. That would be too... Well, let's see what happens. First of all, we need to split this out. That would make sense. Do we want to terminate it here? I did want to do it here. If I did it here, I could probably get away with it. But then I'd need 2 underpasses. I'd need 2 underpasses for that tram. Ground level would be no easier. As long as it goes down the spine of this area, I should be okay. I remember when this needed a puzzle piece. Oops. I mean, that little bit of ravine there has been well and truly dug up. Oh, the opposite dug up actually. How does this impact the potential station? Oh, not at all actually. I'll put the station along here. That looks nice. A more direct route to town, you know, give people options. It's like the south of London. The subway's not really an option because of all these great ravines. Give them an easier way in. You might be more willing to go in that case. I think anyone here could quite easily take the bus or get some tube action or something. Just get them going. I have diagonal stations. I'll plop some of them at some point. I won't be doing alright, that's nice. That is nice. Now, does it want to go like that? Termination point could even be here, couldn't it? I mean, how are these people doing for trains? Quite well. I mean, come on, they can't be complaining. They haven't even moved in yet. Got no right to complain. Damn them. Slow turn up here would be difficult. They'll have to cross the bridge. Oh, it's going to be tight. Tried getting a train from Salbento station in Porto. You end up going out the station up to the northeast on the same train, then goes south just to get out because it's just impossible. There's no way of doing that turn. We've got the same situation here. I think we could probably help ourselves by moving that avenue a little bit. What have we got here? What bridge have we chosen? stone. That seems to fit in with the rock faces well enough. Blends in quite nicely. Now, it's gonna destroy everything, isn't it? Yes, because that was the only way. And it's not the end of the world. I'll just do some more avenue planning. Now I will make this a tight curve. Maybe not that tight though, actually. What do we think? Oh. I think it has to be smoother than that, I'm sorry. I can't do it like that. Putting the underpass in advance, because that's where it's going and there is no negotiation. In fact, it's not where it's going because that I try to be a bit scrimpy. We could easily have another underpass here. In fact, we're going to need some sort of road link. Just be grateful that I'm being considerate to your needs, people. I mean, does that even need to be here? As this is higher up now. I'll keep it. I might do another one here. That's nice and level. No, I really don't want to be doing this once the city's established. In my previous region I was always in a rush to start the game. Can we not choose a different... Yay! Oh, definitely, yes. Don't worry, if I do decide to go doing extreme avenue roundabout landscaping, I will not be doing that on camera. Yeah. Oh, look at them. Now, I think a save. If I do try to do something heretic, like put an avenue roundabout in there, I don't really want to break that. Yes, I'd only just recently installed the avenue roundabout filler mod. I previously used to put trees or delicately planting some flowers manually, which I quite liked. But now I know I can get what I want, I'll keep going and I'll find the roundabout filler that I think matches the situation best. Again, I will ask the age-old question of, are you feeling lucky? Very nice for a city centre, but I don't quite yet know what this is going to be. Yeah. Hey. I think this is a road area, really. Okay, so where am I terminating this again? I'm upside down there, you see, so. I think it was somewhere here, wasn't it? Maybe we can go for here. It's a fair distance from the railway there. I think we'll pick a station. I'll go for one of the MAT 325Bs. Oh, maybe that one's nicer. Let's try that for a second. Oh, that is definitely nicer. Functional, isn't it? I won't use that here. I'm going to pretend this one's going to be a bit busier. And I do have another cunning plan brewing. I have another cunning plan brewing. think I've gone past it though, haven't I? Is that the one? Yeah, with a nice away from the it has to go here, doesn't it? I think the parking is animated. It probably has values for parking. I just want to get this right now. I was thinking of a curved junction and coming in. I think this is possibly too tight. I also have to think about this avenue roundabout, but I think it can probably just go that way and then go. I mean, we've still got space here for other plans, so. My original plan was to have a cheeky line that goes like that. I suppose we could have a cheeky one that goes like this, but I don't want to. Now let's see what junctions we got, what we can do with a nice curved junction. If I have to take a little bit off that arch, I'll take a little bit off that arch. In my head I know what I want. It's just a matter of finding it. Is that the one I want? I think it is. That looks good. If I have to ruin the arch to get it, I'll ruin the arch. That said, I don't want to ruin the arch. I don't wanna, and you can't make me. Alright. Didn't unclick. I wanted to do a nice sort of garden square type thing on the station. So just move it over a little bit. Let's shift. Oh, there is a diagonal A2. Look, I've been looking everywhere for that. Sometimes it pays to scroll around the end. That's not bad. I can get that just where I want it. We just have to raise this bit, but it should be quite a scenic station with the little lake there. And I get to have a courtyardy type area, or a little mini town square, which is what I really wanted. See, sometimes you just have to fight for your right to get what you want. That's the one. Oh, I wanted that extra tile, you see. It won't hurt to scroll up and try the junction again before I end up deleting anything, because I'll still have to do the scrolling anyway. There we go. None too shabby. Sometimes you just got to fight for your right to get what you want. Oh, that is really nice. Like mouth moment there. See what I can achieve here. I need some room. To get some sort of I'll go round another time and get the roundabouts however just right, depending on however I feel at the time. Laying down some sweet avenue action now. I saved you from this previously, but I shall save you no more. I want some sweet avenue action, and I want it now. It's what the world needs. Get some nice turning lanes action here. Right, where is this going? Turning lanes will be a problem if you have the one where right there on the bridge. Do that here though. Way, see, happy accidents. This might slightly be off topic or off project, but I'm not gonna worry too much about that because it has to be done anyway, and it's all part of the planning. We're gonna have a problem here. Is that a tram-in avenue bridge I see here? If that is, that changes a lot of things. I mean, it looks atrocious. It only fit somewhere like Rome. Oh, it's not. That's I mean, it's a gaudy looking thing. Yeah, I'm going to need to speak to my bank manager about getting some more loans. This is what we need. Tram-in avenue bridges, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. F4. Is there like an F6 bridge? There should be an F6 bridge. There probably is. Like I said, I haven't read the manual in years. We've got the plain avenue. Yeah. The word trust, it's not a good word at the moment in this country, because she wasn't a very good Prime Minister. Sorry for getting political. Mind you, I mean, go on then. Not like the one before her was any good either. In fact, he was probably worse. I don't know what is worse than a leader, evilness or incompetence, or both. At least we seem to not have the incompetence anymore. So, you know. That's a nice looking bridge. Yeah, sorry about getting political there. By the time the video comes out, we might have a new Prime Minister. You know what's happening. You love it. Oh yeah. It's a high-class, swanky city, they just don't know it yet. Now, can that move? I mean, that would... If you did the... Oh, this is ridiculous there, look. I mean, come on. Oh, we have a slight problem here though, because there's a bridge. There is a bridge, ladies and gentlemen. So guess what? Oh, we know how to do turning lanes. Don't worry. Don't stress, bruv. It will be alright. The curve kind of defeats the objective here though, but what do you reckon we can get away with it? It's gonna destroy everything. My god, it did some damage. Oh, another new one. I wonder what that is. What happens if you click on there? Oh, nothing. It's a shame. A little description would be quite nice. This building comes from so and so, or this piece of art. Well, that one won't work. We'll need a curve. I was thinking we need another Specsavers roundabout. Let's try the curve. We'll go for a curve. We got room to take off it, and we got room here. We'll be all right. Oh dear. Should have flattened it before you went to Specsavers. I think I've been doing this too much now. I've gone from being very shy and incredibly introverted, as I am naturally, to talking complete and utter nonsense. Except for the political part, that's the truth. It might be unpleasant for some, but it's still the truth. So we'll keep it on the thing. I think it's because avenues are innately boring. A bit like zoning, I suppose. I will save you the ordeal of watching me do that as much as possible. It feels like I've just been doing the same thing over and over and again. Tell you what, you put a subway piece in here, you get a train that goes all the way there. Oh dear. Well, like I say, the videos are queuing up, so next time work gets a bit busy, I'll just upload a video every week. Well, I won't feel like I'm missing out, but then I'll completely forget how to use the NEM, and I want the diagonal one. That was it, and around about here, I think. Yes, I suppose I should probably finish this at some point soon by doing the whole clearing up the underground from the other bits that I decided I didn't want to use. No, this will be good. Oh, can you believe it? Needed to be there, didn't it? Probably not possible with the roundabout, the curve. Let's see. Oh, it's going to look good. It is going to look good. And it's not so far away down the... Nah. Unless I put it here. It's too close to that. No. I fancy this as a commuter line to the main commercial area, not necessarily a link to every other place in the city. I suppose you could probably put it here. Shall I put it here? What do you think? And then someone who works there can come to here to go to the industrial place of work. Oh my god, they would as well. Otherwise, where would they go? They'd probably go all the way over here. They'll go into town to come back out of town. I don't know. You start thinking about it. It's these silly extremes. Right, let's save and see how it looks. Actually, no, I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it. Quite happy with what we've managed to put together this afternoon. Just waiting for the save. see what we do here. So here it's not set in stone. This doesn't have to be here. Yeah, I'm liking that one. Very green. So you could have another junction here, you see. Was I not having another one here? Yeah, fancy T junction. That's tight. Maybe I'll do some road stuff next time. Finish off the transport. We'll start that here. Maybe go to real highway. Small motorway between here and the next town. I think that's what we got here. Fancy T junction. This was the one I was destroying when I came back from holiday. I could still do that. We need a station here. What shall we do for the rest of the evening? Almost 2 hours in. I don't want to stop. How many times do you normally feel that? I really don't want to. Sometimes you could do this and then you find the next thing you know it's 3 o'clock in the morning and it's not long before you're on the school run. If you're at a certain age like I am. I've got to say, this is probably also crying out for a junction. Maybe I'll try fractional angle with a turning lane. I'll do a bit of RTFMing during the week. Now, how should we do this rail crossing? Oh, I have decided that I am doing it. Maybe to wrap things up, I'll do some turning lanes, if no other reason, to get some practice in and make it less painful to watch in the future, in future episodes. Oh, starter piece is not what I needed. Am I doing the right thing here? That'll be why. I can take it a bit more. Then we got more street road action and everything else. I think before I do too much, I'll do the turning lanes. If I can do them now, I'll do them. I'll see how much time we have. Then I'll start looking at where I'm going to put the airport. I'm not putting a port in this city, but there will be an airport. And this fancy T junction, probably. Yeah, I'll do some real highway stuff soon. Right. In this one, I'm going to do these two junctions, if nothing else. If I do any more, I'll do any more. I've had a very relaxing weekend. I can't... Well, maybe last week was relaxing because I wasn't here, but I have had a very relaxing weekend. I should get those in. Have 6. I'm going to get this right first time now. It's going to be 3 of them. It's going to be 3 of them. I like the idea of having 3 of them everywhere, but that's the wrong way around, by the way. Maybe with the station it's going to be busier. Do a few more. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got plenty of room. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go, it's going a lot better than normal. Avenue. Really should keep quiet though. I'll keep this down to 3. Oh, it's really difficult to see with that tooltip there. I think that's part of the problem a lot of the time. I'm going to set this here. So that's where the turning lane is going to be. So 1, 2, 3. Ah, unbelievable. Yes, the avenue ones are my weakness. Even in normal circumstances. That's just a fact. Let's try that again. Right, so turning lane. Median is really not making it easy to see. So the turning lane, let's make this easy. The turning lane is where the one yellow line is. So the one yellow line needs to be at the bottom. So you put it here, count our tiles, 1, 2, 3. That's 2. Right, yellow line at the bottom. It's an easy way to remember it, except for here where the yellow line is at the top. So the one yellow line is at the top. Be careful here because there's a bridge. one yellow line at the top, one yellow line at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's kind of there. Right. Now, it shouldn't be quite so long until I get to it again. So the trick is for me to remember that. So I've got 3 there, 3 there. 3 here. It's relatively uniform. I'm quite happy there with the bridge as well, actually. Three here. 3 here. It was this one I made a bit more. I figured because of the station. I would like a clearer run at the station. Oh, that's not bad, is it? It's only a little bit painful. Station would probably need to have a side entrance then. The turning lanes. I don't know how easy it is to get off from there. Let's see what we've got. I don't have much choice here. Turning lanes should be we might call it a night after this one. So you find your guy and you're still being trolled. F6, so where is this near? This turning lane is going off to the residential area. It's going to be longer though. Here by some considerable distance, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's very much a case you just have to keep going to as many as you can. 2 lines at the top. 1, 2, 3. 2 lines at the top. Yay! 2 lines at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. There you go. It's easy, isn't it? You just have to keep doing it, really, and not leave the game for 2 months without playing. Oh, there we go. This is not going too badly. I'll finish this row. I think one of the early videos I thought, oh, I'll just start at this point here, finish this avenue, and however many hours later and a million miles of track have been laid, and I'm still at the same point. You need them when you've got more than one, isn't it? So let's see. I think we'll go for a bit more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's be careful here now. So the 2 lines at one line at the bottom. We're probably getting too close to that roundabout. No. So how many did we go for there? 3. So 1, 2, 3. This is looking good. Really? I thought we were going to get into a fight then. So we're back at the end this somehow. Here is, I mean, I think this would be good to end it with like the mother of all roundabouts if it is possible. That's not bad going. I think we're at a point now. The transport's nearly all done. Well, it's the heavy transport, things like bus stops. That comes in with the zoning and the plopping of facilities. There's still lots to do, but there's a lot less to do than there was. Maybe a junction could use this avenue for its own purposes. So there still is more to do. And trying to break the break things up. How's this avenue doing? It's just all the way to the end. I think it already is, isn't it? Oh no, we can't have turn lanes here. I've said that 4 million times just recently, haven't I? And I've put that junction and turning lane, so I could probably do that now. The ferry terminal. Let's do this one quickly. Let's say one of these is done. And I'll end the other one tomorrow. Or when I next play. I might have to take a break. I've quite SimCity'd out now. I've gone from one extreme to the other in the space of one weekend. I can't see. Let's get rid of that. Escape that. Delete this. So do we have turning lanes? Well, we don't have any turning lanes there. Which is handy. We do have some here. I'm fighting in a sneeze now. Have 6. I think, to be honest, anyone who's here probably would have already turned. So, and they've got 2 lanes, so we'll only let them have the 3. We're not feeling very charitable today. There we go, there's that one. No, we're not working top to bottom here, so put it down here, and we'll go for the 3 again. Look at that, first time. So you just have to keep going. Oops. Careful with your mouse. If you even slightly move in the wrong position, you can get into a lot of trouble. We'll do the ferries as well. Yeah, this one, yeah, they don't deserve parking. I'm not being serious, of course. Yeah, the gradient would be a problem here if we were to try and do anything clever. I'm quite happy with what we've got. It is functional. Or is it? Hold on a second. This might be a problem. Let's check the paths. No. I was looking here at the markings. It looked like there were some tyre tracks, but they're not expecting to use this median, and I quite like the underpass there, so hide paths. I'm not sure what the alternative is there, to be completely honest with you. We could take this to level 1, but I think this junction pretty much demands actual terrain. I couldn't do it for a stone flyover piece. We'll just have to see how it plays. If we have to do it again, we have to do it again. It's not bad for a weekend's work. There'll be more turning lanes to do as we do side roads and that sort of thing. A successful weekend of simming. Also, I have to say I'm very happy with how the graphics panned out, with the exception of the blue bars in the window, but I don't think there's much we can do about that. So that's what we did this weekend. God knows how many hours in YouTube. But it's not looking bad. So this one itself is probably coming up to 3 hours now. 2 hours 18 minutes. I'm going to say the safety word here, hot banana. If anyone repeats that to me, it's not like I'm going to give out a prize or anything, but you have my appreciation and sincerest hope that you've enjoyed these. I've probably spent a lot longer watching other people's. It's amazing when you go to think of it sometimes, just how much time I spend doing things even when I am rushing. I'd say the graphics is very, very smooth. I don't think I've ever seen the game play this well. It takes us back to the original junction, so that's where I'm going to end the scrolling. So in the next episode I'll look at some real highway work, and I'll start by ending this avenue and some junctions. I think then the transport will pretty much be sorted. Then we start doing amenities and a little bit of zoning and initial decoration. I always leave the main decoration until last. If I'm using the seasonal trees, I'll wait until September the 1st in game. I don't think I'm going to use the seasonal trees, although I will try them out because they do tend to slow the graphics down, but as we seem to be optimized, I think it will be worth a try, but we'll see. Ciao for now.